Okay, I'm here. I'm about to go to the park and shoot some hoops myself, okay? So this character is trending. It's an RIP. His name is Deng Mayer or Meyer. So I may pronounce it like differently throughout. But this basketball player has drowned. And what does it say in a Utah reservoir? Okay, and let's look that up real quick. What is a reservoir? Okay, so I'll go. I guess I can go ahead and read that real quick. Why I should have just left you right there. A large body of water, either natural or artificial, that is used to store water. They are often created by constructing dams across rivers to collect and regulate water flow. But this basketball player has died, right? Shout out to the Richard West channel right here. Okay, I told I told you that that number needs to hit 75 on the subscriber count within a couple of days. Magic algorithm. I want to shout out Richard West because he mentioned drowning in his video the other day and how he's seeing numbers connecting to drownings. Now, it's amazing because today is my birthday. My name is Matthew, and I connect to the character Matthew Perry on the world stage who died via water. Well, they found him in like a what was it like a hot they found him in water dead. Whatever the script says how he died or whatever. He was in Friends in that little fountain spitting water. But Matthew Perry, my name's Matthew, he played Chandler in Friends. And there's a Chandler, Arizona, like a few miles where I'm located out here in Arizona. And the name Perry even connects to Richard West. But anyway, shout out to Richard West because he was catching drowning numbers and he kind of like brought it up before this story hit. And even after he brought that up, another story hit out here in Arizona of a drowning. And we're dead in August, right in the middle of August out here. And Arizona known for water, known for pools, unfortunately known for drownings. But back to this guy here. But yeah, go that subscriber count needs to keep climbing over there for Richard West, whether it's just AI or real people. We like to see them numbers climb. But back to this character here, we're gonna watch this video.
University of Nebraska-Omaha basketball player Deng Mayar, also known as Deng Ador, was found dead after swimming in a reservoir Saturday night. 22-year-old Deng Ador and 21-year-old Sa Mafugtaga were swimming at Black Ridge Reservoir. Just before 6 p.m., Harriman Police Department were called to the reservoir to respond to two people in distress. Mafutaga was able to get out of the water, but saw Ador was still struggling. The 21-year-old tried to get Ador out of the water.
Oh man, I hope this video plays. Does it really say Jordan right there on the like ambulance or that fire truck? I mean, come on, man.
But wasn't able to. People in the area also tried to help. Harriman.
Are they really zoom? Let me back out for a second. Okay, so are they really zooming in on the Jordan, man? And it's basketball. Harriman police. I just dropped the Harrison Bryant breakdown. That all rhymes. You get Jordan on the damn fire truck like basketball, Air Jordan. I'm seeing so much here, man.
And police say that Ador went underwater 35 yards away from shore. A team effort of the Unified.
So I don't know, man. If for some reason we can't hear what this dude's saying, because that happens sometimes with my videos, then I mean you can see the caption is on right there, man. Jordan, come on, man.
Fire Authority, South Jordan Fire Department water rescue teams, and the Utah Highway Patrol dive team
Oh my
searched for
god,
Ador.
man.
Hours later, Utah Highway Patrol's submersible robot found Ador's body at 10:40 p.m.
And that was in Utah. This guy was a member of Omaha, Nebraska college basketball team. Also a member of North Dakota, I guess. He's connected to both teams. He drowns in Utah. Utah's got a Jordan, I guess. And they keep showing Jordan there, man. Michael Jordan's last great moment as a player, as a last successful moment as a player, talking like Air Jordan success was against the Utah Jazz, man. With that championship. I mean,
Divers recovered him at 11. That reservoir has been closed since, and Ador's family has been notified.
again, we're not getting into the whole script here.
University of Nebraska-Omaha basketball player Deng Mayar, also known as Deng
We're not getting into the whole script here. He's also known
Ador,
as Deng Ador. He kind of looks like Amari Stoudemire, right? Deng Ador, Amari Stoudemire. But let's go over here. See, here he is right here. But look at his name, Deng Mayar. Kind of sounds like Stoudemire, doesn't it? And they say, or known as Deng Ador, Amari Stoudemire. But anyways, look at Amari Stoudemire here. And this is interesting because Amari Stoudemire, he's a player development assistant for the Brooklyn Nets, and Brooklyn is trending right now with that shooting. Was it at the club or whatever? But yeah, there's Amari Stoudemire. Anyways, Amari Stoudemire, Deng Mayar. But I just thought that was kind of interesting because when I saw this guy, I kind of saw Amari Stoudemire right there. And what did they say back over here? Adore, Amari Stoudemire. I don't know. You get kind of those same letters in there. And they say he died with another guy. Does the other guy pull up? And I have some slides too, but you know how I do it, right? Who saw Mafutaga? Let's see if this guy pulls up. And this stuff is just kind of like on the fly right here. I know I don't just straight up come with the big massive connections. I don't know, like being able to do this kind of substitutes for not really having any friends in a fake world, I guess. So we kind of like do this on the fly. So maybe we don't get a picture of the other character, right? So that's his name right there. Harriman police responded to a 911 call reporting two people in distress at the reservoir. Saw Mafutaga, age 21, made it to shore and then went back into the water to try and rescue my Mayor, but could not. Bystanders entered the water to aid Mafutaga, who was treated at the scene and taken to a hospital. Oh, okay, so he survived. I don't know if they said they were like friends or whatever. Uh, they don't really give us any more info. I don't know. We may have heard it within that video, but I missed it. But let's enter that guy. Let's enter the guy, or maybe we can just play this again. So who was the guy? Just a bystander? Is that what they said? and it's Black Ridge Wet Reservoir, so there may be like some underlining like race um connections here. So I'm guessing that other guy was a bystander. Let's enter his name just on the fly and then we're going to get into this, okay? Well, look, this is trending right now on the 18th day of the 8th month. So you do get that 180 right there, okay, which is like 18. I mentioned I don't like necessarily like celebrate my birthday, but I am aware that today's my birthday. All of these numbers land on a personal level. Wow, look at this. Is this the last name right here? Look at that. 146. I guess this is a bystander guy that was treated, that tried to save. Dang. Look at this. 146. That's the Trump birthday, 14th day of the 6th month. 47 like Trump right there. Oh, oh, oh. 25 like Trump. Wow. Okay, this is why we go on the fly. But look, you want to see some connection? Shout out to Richard West because I had this done and then I saw Richard West had a video. So, we have some similar connections. Uh he caught that pool equals 22. It wasn't a pool, but that's a nice connection because a pool is connected to water. This is a drowning incident in Utah. And shout out to Richard West again as well cuz I think for the most part he just kind of goes on the fly with it. So any of those connections that just come straight up off the top of his dome, shout out to him for those as well. You know what I'm saying? I'll be coming with some of those too, but then a lot of stuff I find as I do more research. But yeah, this guy is 22 years old. Look at this. He died. Look at that. His 23rd birthday would have been on August 31st. So he dies on the 16th of August. And now this is trending on the 18th, right? But check that out right there, okay? Incident in Utah, August 16th. You see that right there? 22 years old. He dies 15 days before his birthday. Another death right around a birthday. He happens to die 15 days before that birthday. And dang equals 15 in the reverse reduction cipher. Shout out to Richard West. We both caught this one. Deng Mayar, 88 like Trump. Remember the guy who was treated for trying to save Deng? Remember I'm assuming it's his last name. It's a difficult name to pronounce, but what appears to be that guy's last name has the 146 to connect with Trump's birthday and the 47 to sync up with Trump. This is the language right here. Man, that slide came together pretty nice, huh? Deng Mayer 88, Trump 88. Everything is connecting to Trump right now, man. And we're in the 8th month. Don't forget, Hulk Hogan died. H, the 8th letter of the alphabet. HH 88. Look at how Donald Trump, ordinal ABC, 123, 138. Deng's birthday, 23rd birthday, would have been 318, the 31st day of the 8th month. So look at that, 318, 138, same numbers. Even Donald equals 23. This guy dies before he hits his 23rd birthday. Donald's got the D like dang. Even D like drowning. Come on, man. Drowning 50 and 112. Donald 50 and 112. This guy's got the 5 on his jersey. 50 is like 5. 50 states in the United States, right? Is it star? I think it's star that equals 50 in the language as well. Politics and BS both equal 50. Okay. And I'm going to keep shouting out Richard West for catching on to this kind of script kind of before the moment here. Shout out again to him because he hit both of those numbers also, and then a nice Whitney Houston connection as well, as she was you know drowned, or they'll say maybe it was something else, I don't know, but found dead in water, right? Even Houston equals 112. Is it her? It might have been her birthday or her death date. One of them, I think, was 211, possibly as well. February 11, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, yes. Utah equals 50. This guy found he drowns in Utah. Come on, right? This guy drowns in Utah. Remember, they had Jordan on the fire truck in the video. And remember, was it the 97 finals or 96? Something like that. Uh Something like that, where Jordan beat the Utah Jazz. Was it his last NBA championship? Man, time flies, doesn't it? But Utah's got the 50, Donald 50, Drowning 50. Okay? This stuff, it's all connected. And again, this guy, a member of North Dakota, and then I think, and then they tell us in the title Nebraska-Omaha. So I don't know if he's got a lot of pictures with North Dakota here. So I don't know if he went to Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, that team, and maybe didn't get any games in. I'm not sure. But a lot of these pictures, are pretty much all of them I see, seem to be North Dakota. And he's got green on his jersey. That's always something to just like, always just keep in the back of your head as well, right? Because there's a lot of symbolism that happens with these decodes. They're not easy. You have to have kind of like an eye for catching a lot of this stuff, right? Utah's got the 50, Drowning 50, Donald 50, and again that 5 right there on the jersey, 50, like 5. They got this picture, the guy next to him there has got the 20. So it's like 205, which is like 25. Remember, Trump equals 25. Um we're in the year 25. Trump's the president in 25, obviously. And the guy who they said tried to save Deng Mayar, that guy's last name in the language also equaled 25. And remember, 146, like Trump's birthday, the 14th day of the 6th month. The other guy's last name had the 47, like Trump 47. Trump also, the 47th president to go along with the 45th. And about what 10 other words connected to politics that equal 47. I saw that Richard caught this in his video. This character is age 22. Basketball equals 22. Look at the updated time of this article. 8:22 a.m. This guy, who knows, the guy's numbers didn't appear to be outstanding from what I saw. But who knows? Maybe could have headed to the National Basketball Association. The National Basketball Association equals 202, like 22. Okay. And, speaking of that green, also think about the NBA. You may think of the Boston Celtics, right? Boston equals 22. Okay. So, and I just happened to bring that up, right? And you could see how, that green hits with the 22. Those aren't amazing numbers. They had South Jordan on the fire truck. Look at the 6.3. And the guy even played, he started 15 games in 2 seasons. Um, I guess they're called the Mavericks, the Omaha, Nebraska Mavericks, maybe? Was a graduate student who joined the Mavericks after playing 2 seasons. Okay, he played 2 seasons for rival North Dakota. Okay. He started 15 games in 2 seasons. He averaged 6.3 points. I mean, Michael Jordan, his most memorable game, in my opinion, ever was the 63 points against the Boston Celtics. So, you get that Jordan, obviously connected to basketball. You get the green, you get that 22 connection, Boston. You get the 22 here, 6.3 points. Dies in Utah, this character, Jordan's last great moment as a player against the Utah Jazz. I mean, there's a Jordan, Utah, like I mentioned earlier. It's like, I don't know if it's a city or a town or whatever it is, but even Utah equals 22. Okay. Richard pointed out basketball 68, Donald John Trump 68. Deng is 6'8" with his height. Okay. And this guy's even 180 pounds, like 18, right? Remember, this is trending on the 18th day of the 8th month, 188, like 18. It's a 2-week, 2-day span. Remember, he dies 15 days before his birthday. Okay. That's a 16-day span, including both dates. A 16-day span is the same as 2 weeks, 2 days. Another 22, he dies on the 228th day of the year. You get 2-2. His upcoming August 31st birthday leaves 122 days. You get another 22 in there. That even connects to the WNBA and Caitlin Clark, number 22 on her jersey. Her birthday is the 22nd day of the year, 122. She's born in 2002, the same as this guy. You see, right? Okay, a couple more connections. The available information suggests Deng Mayar has played in at least 29 games during the 24-25 season with the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. You see that? And did they say he started 15? Did they say he started 15 and he died 15 days before his birthday? He started 15 games in 2 seasons and he died 15 days before his birthday. Back over here though. But he played in at least 29 games with North Dakota. Okay? You see that right there? And Trump equals 29, man. Come on. Come on. And I didn't even want to put together any more slides because I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Dude dies on the day leaving 137 days. That's the day that Trump, the first attempt to get him out of here, okay? In Pennsylvania, the ear situation, that was the 13th day of the 7th month. Look at the 4884. That's Dang's upcoming birthday. Donald Trump equals 48. Okay? Even that 16-day span, dead on the 16th, 16-day span from the death date to his birthday that's right around the corner. Remember, Donald Trump 138, Dang's birthday, the 31st day of the 8th month, 318. But that 1-6 connects to Trump because his son's birthday, Eric, is 1/6, January 6th. JD Vance, the vice president, his wife's birthday is 1/6, same as Eric Trump. And, the Capitol riot, 1/6, Donald John Trump, John equals 16 and 61. We keep letting y'all know. This guy even dies on a 49 date numerology. Washington equals 49. Look, there's a 22 date numerology right there, too, on the death date. Come on, right? Stuff's undeniable, man. I'm just here to report this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shout out again to Richard West. Donald John Trump's got the 185 like basketball. Drown has the 74, that 47 reflection. Drown has 29 like Trump. Ooh, Drown's got the 29. And this guy played in at least 29 games. Trump equals 29. Damn. Ooh, Drown's got the 25 like Trump too. Drown's got that 61 like John. God damn it, man. So I'm trying. Wow, look. UNO, that's the University of Nebraska-Omaha. That's the three letters that you could call the university. Look, you got the 50 right there, like drowning, and 50 like Trump, and 50 like Utah. Look at that, man. Look at that right there. UNO, bam. University of Nebraska-Omaha, 50. Utah, 50. Drowning, 50. Trump, 50. Nebraska-Omaha's got the 80. Drop that 0. Dead in the 8th month. Nebraska-Omaha's got 46. Trump's born in 46, man. Here we go again, Richard. Here we go again, man. Utah's got that 58. Richard, if you're watching this, I forgot, man. You had a 58 connection there. If anybody else is tuning in, just ask questions. You know what I'm saying? We don't need any bot comments, right? We're like mature. I think we're mature, right? I speak for myself. I'm an older gentleman. And like the online bot stuff, it just, come on, man. Right? I'll comment back on the AI. It's fine, but it's like, come on, dude, really? AI? uh, you know. So that's everything they give us with the article right there, okay? And look at this Nebraska Omaha coach, Chris Crutchfield. What kind of fake name is that? Look at that. You get the 166 like 16 with the 16 day from the death date to the birthday and all the 1/6s we just went over right there. You know what I mean? You get that 85 right there. That's the coach of Omaha, Nebraska. Mayar's got the 58 like Utah. Mayar, the last name for this character that dies, has the 58 like Utah. Basketball equals 85. The coach's name equals 85. You see it right there. Oh, brother. Okay. I mean, shout out to y'all. I appreciate AI. You're good. I appreciate you, Richard. I appreciate you for watching my videos, man. For real, I know like these can go long, but you're like a sponge, man. And if you are watching these videos, you soak up the information. Appreciate you. You may watch other decoders. They have valuable information as well. Okay, we can learn from everybody, but I hope man, I'm not here to entertain And shout out to you for getting through these videos and soaking up the information, man. Uh, for real, like you're a sponge. I see your growth, and it's amazing. And I support you fully. So AI, go check out Richard West. Magic algorithm. Nice to see the numbers picking up over there. But shout out Nebraska-Omaha basketball player Deng Mayar drowns in a Utah reservoir. Okay. Positive vibes, everyone. Until next time.